Hello everybody, thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, and if you like my little tricks on doing body work and you're poor and you don't have the money to go and be able to spend to have a body shop to do it the professional way and the full way, and you got to do it yourself, this is the best way of doing your molding. Taking molding off the car sometimes can be a headache, especially if it's been on there for years and years. And as you notice on this MR6, it started rusting behind the molding glue and everything because water was getting down in there, and behind it that it's actually starting to put holes in the car behind the molding, which I ain't seen. Excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. So I'm going to show you an easy way to get the molding off. The molding itself, like right here, you just want to heat it up just a little enough to get the glue to soften up, and then you just peel it off with your fingers. When you get done, you got this foam rubber glue to the car. It's like a double-sided adhesive that holds the molding to, and you can't get it off with the straight edge. It'd take you forever. And all the YouTube tricks that I've tried, WD-40 or this or that, just don't work and it takes too long. So I devised to find a way to do it the easy and fast way. So I'm going to show you real quick without making this video an hour long. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to the grocery store and get you some olive oil. 100% olive oil spray. So then the second thing you want to do, probably have this in your shop if you have air tools, is to get you some air tool oil. It's really super clean. It'll help you from scratching the car. And if the molding tape or sponge rubber or whatever you want to call it has been on the car for so long that it's actually petrified, you know how that can be, trying to get something off the car without damaging it up too much. So without further ado, I'll set the phone down and I'll show you a little piece and show you how to do it and how fast it works. So what we're going to do, I hope you can see it. Sorry about the light. I didn't have the kind of day I needed, but I got to get this car done. It's a total restoration, and they're not paying the money like they would at a body shop, so they're getting it about half price for me doing it, and plus they're getting a good deal. So the first thing you want to do is take your olive oil and spray it over the section that you're going to do, and go at the top of it so that the oil runs down over the top of it. Then it's going to run down the car. Don't worry about it. So I sprayed it, as you can see, and then I take this stiff putty knife with a good straight edge, and the oil that's going down the car, as you can see, I bring it back up and kind of save the oil and put it in on the petrified glue tape or whatever you want to call it, and just keep rolling it back up so you're not really wasting it, and it can soak in and soften the glue up a little bit underneath. That's what it does. Now it won't if it's petrified, it won't do too much. It'll help a little bit. So once you get the oil all up in there and it's been on there for a few minutes, kind of spread it all over the section you're going to do so it can soak in really good. You want to take your air tool oil and go at the very top of the edge and start at the top and just put enough that it will roll down, but not so much that it stays on the adhesive glue, whatever that is, tape. And then I'll just, because this is so old, and when I do peel it off, rust got behind it. It's pulling the rust out and everything, and which is good because I got to bear it anyway. And then you let it set for about a minute. The next thing you want is your heat gun. So both oils, the olive oil and the air tool oil, when you heat it up, it kind of binds it together and it soaks into the glue underneath. And if it's petrified, it could take a longer, just let it soak a longer. Maybe do it and then go in the house, watch a little bit of news for about an hour, come back out, and you'd be ready to go if it's really hard petrified. So now I'm going to heat it up. And I'll just do this little section to show you how easy it is. That way you don't have to use a straight edge and pick at it. Risk cutting yourself or doing damage to the car more than it has to be. And then you can basically use that plastic putty knife that you probably got one in the garage. Even a credit card, old credit card would probably work. So you kind of touch it and feel if it's a little sticky. That's what you want. And then before you start, you want to put a little bit of olive oil on your putty knife so the glue don't stick to that and it comes off your putty knife and cleans up really good. Now, you just want to go in little short strokes. Look at that. It's coming off like easy. Have you ever seen it come off that easy? Pick what little excess off. Go on down the road. See how easy it's peeling off? I only did a little section. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just giving you the knowledge and the idea and paying it forward to show you how to do it. So, where I put the oil at, I got this whole section done that fast. Now, how many of you have done that and it took you a half an hour, make you mad, and then you go get a knife or a straight edge and you don't care because you think you're going to put a skin coat over it and be done with it and nobody's going to see it. Well, this is the way to do it without any damage, without cutting yourself with a straight edge. And as you see, came off with a plastic putty knife. It softened it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of it. I'm going to give you a close-up. As you can see, if you can see with this light, the water got behind it and started rusting the car out. So I'm taking all the molding off and I'm going to fix it and redo it and repaint it and do a little bit of body work. I've already got the fenders almost done and ready to put the final skin on it. And maybe I'll do another video and show you the after effects after I get the whole car painted. And I might do a video on how I do it with spray cans. I'm going to spray can this whole car with spray cans. Believe it or not, it comes out just like a professional shop. So subscribe, click that little bell if you like these little tricks and my other videos. Be sure to subscribe, and always remember this channel is dedicated to pay it forward. If you got knowledge in your head that could help somebody out, somebody struggling, you can give them money, but after the money's spent, they haven't learned anything. But giving them a skill is a good way to pay it forward and teaches them a skill, and maybe they can keep food on the table and not have to look at homelessness or lose their families or whatever because you're giving them a skill, something that they can survive on. So without further ado, God bless in each and every one of you. I love you all, even my enemies. You all have a nice day, and if you like this video, please leave a like. Thank you.